Here from the 9-star key. Now what we have is a full moon and a lunar eclipse happening on the 23rd of March 2016. Now this full moon, again, full moon representing accumulation of things, an ending of a cycle, a full revelation of what's happening maybe deep beneath or deep within inside of us, and so making way for new things, bringing those things out into the open that needs to be seen fully, but also giving us an opportunity for real sustainable growth as well. And with this lunar eclipse happening as well, happening on the same day, again, it really emphasized the situation of closure, beginnings, and real opportunity here for understanding of what's happening. Now, we had recently the new moon, and again, we had a solar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse happening earlier in the month. And again, that really brought about a look at relationships, being practical in the relationship, having an understanding of things, and also that real grounding. It was a real strong earth energy in how things need to be done, and real practicality of things. So again, if you need to see what was happening there, just go back to my previous video on the new moon and the solar eclipse that I did earlier in the month. Now, with this full moon here, again, this energy here, is very much an earth-based energy, with also in conjunction with the spring equinox that just happened recently, a few days ago. And so that combined with this full moon and the lunar eclipse, it is really bringing about a real sense of change. And this last month, 2 months or so, is all about talking about change, opportunities, moving into a new space of development, taking that risk, knowing that there is a path for you, bringing you into a higher understanding of yourself, and not limiting yourself to the circumstances around you or to an old way of mind, an old mindset, an old modality of doing things, but being prepared to take that risk, that opportunity that's going to be made available to you. And I dare say many of you have been given an opportunity, or you've seen an opportunity, and sometimes the opportunity has not been in the way that you have expected. Maybe you might have expected it to be a lot easier, but sometimes the opportunity has involved you taking some form of action, rearranging things, maybe even dealing with some long-term or short-term debt that you may have had, and so being prepared to clear that, and by being prepared to clear it, new ways and opportunities have opened up for you, maybe suddenly or gradually, but there has been, I dare say, new opportunities being made available to you. And with the new moon, very much more in the mode of being practical, hands-on, doing what is necessary. And with the beginning of the month also, again that double energy there of really taking the initiative, taking the action, and doing something, not just thinking about it, but actually doing something, doing something that will really make a change in your life, making that positive change in your life, not allowing that circumstances to be holding you back, or the old mindset, or old other people's mindset or belief system that's maybe been anchoring you down for so long now, but be prepared to break away from that. And again, this full moon here now is giving you again that opportunity now to be breaking away from those old restrictive practices that you might have gotten yourself into, or into a rut, and so removing yourself from that. And again, we even see this with the 5 in the mountain here now, bringing that change, stabilization, removing yourself out of a rut, getting yourself out of a rut. And again, in the relationship side of things too, moving that relationship out of a rut, re-looking at it, understanding where things may have become stale, and also being practical in how you are dealing with that relationship, not just so much from the head, you know, and the heart, but also putting some feet to it, how you can make that relationship more stronger, more sustainable, more meaningful to you and the partner you're in. And if it's in a work environment, a business environment, again, making that those practical steps that you need to do to make that your business is more viable, more successful in how you are conducting yourself. And so, again, this full moon is bringing this energy of relationship, being practical, also highlighting a clarity in what you are doing, bringing this sense of clarity and that light really shining forth here, that light and understanding, and also bring that light of resources. So you'll be seeing resources that you may not fully have noticed, or resources will be coming to you in various ways and means, either through people or various other means that you can make good practical use of, that will be of help to you in where you are wanting to move to, travel to, not just where you are at the moment, but where you will be moving to in the near future. So again, there could be a sense again of, some of you may be thinking of maybe moving location. There could be a sense of that here, that some of you could be moving to a new location, whether it is a home environment, a job environment, or actually, you know, moving cities, counties, or even countries, you know, to a new location. So again, being prepared for that, and also seeing the resources there necessary for you to make that happen. Again, those resources may not be straight away obvious, but it may involve you doing some actual work in making it more real, more understandable, how those resources can be useful to you in where you are at the present moment. So again, I think this full moon is bringing that sense of, you know, revelation, clarity in what you're doing, being practical in what you're doing, but also having that understanding in the relationship, how things are working together for your benefit, and so giving you that opportunity to really start to move into your destiny and capitalize on what you are and how you can be the best person, more authentic to yourself, and be a fantastic aid to people around you. Now, again, we see here in the area of new beginnings, new growth, how this clarity is real, having this real sense of clarity in the taking that action, being that bold, being impassioned about what you are, how you can be the best person in what you are, making something that you are trying to do or wanting to do, and making it count, you know, really believing in something that you are, that you care for, that you are wanting to see started or complete. Like giving yourself that passion, giving yourself that permission, the space to be really alive, really to be taking hold of life, and really giving yourself that room to really encompass all what you are, and really start to live life to the full and to the maximum here. So again, I think that it's going to be real important for you to really take hold of that and really give yourself that understanding here, and don't sell yourself short in what you can do. So again, I think it's important that you have a clarity in your planning, really make those plans practical. Give yourself a step-by-step plan if necessary. Do however you do your planning, whether it's through linear way or through a mind map, but whatever way you choose to do, but make those plans understandable to that, and so that you can follow it through and make the necessary adjustments accordingly. So this full moon is really quite a down-to-earth one, because again, the energy here, what we have at the present moment, is a really an earth-based grounding energy here that is really giving us the opportunity to be rooted deep in what we believe in, deep what we can do and change. And that sense of change is so very strong here, with the new moon and the solar eclipse happening early in the month, and again with this lunar eclipse happening here on Wednesday the 23rd, and again with the spring equinox thus happened on a Sunday, and again with the Tao energy of the earth all happening on the Sunday. This is really giving us a real grounding. So again, I would say if for some of you, who are more spiritually minded, get yourself into a spiritual practice that you can really ground yourself spiritually, focus on in your internal side of yourself, and allow those things that need to be released, and have that, bring that clarity. Also through the imagination, allow your mind to be in some ways healed, cleansed, and so that you have again that freedom to see things in a new and fresh way. So I hope this lunar reading, full moon reading, has been of help to you, and you would like any more information, please use the links down below. Please leave your comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please press like, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next month. Until then, take care. Bye bye.